Inferno just north of the valley. Hundreds of firefighters on the front lines right now. They got an early start trying to get the Doce fire under control. Right now, it's still listed as 0% containment. You can see the fire 8 miles northwest of Prescott. It's burning between Williamson Valley Road and Iron Springs Road. And ABC 15's Nick Van Zant is there with the latest on these firefighters' efforts. Nick, still 600 plus people working to fight this fire.
Yeah, and they've been able to make this fire just a little bit smaller. Last night it was around 7,500 acres. Now it's right around 6,300. But really, when you're out here, you can get a very good sense. Just take a look behind me at the mountain. You can see, remember, if you saw this yesterday, there was these big clouds of smoke that were coming through. Now it's really just that haze. And the reason for that change, right over here, you see that red line right there? Well, that's all fire retardant that's been dumped by DC-10s that have been coming in and dropping about 17,000 gallons of fire retardant. That has made a big difference. Even though all this has happened, though, you can see right behind me, they still have this area blocked off. They're not allowing local residents, about 460 homes were evacuated. They're not allowing them back in. Some people right now are asking why we can't go home.
Yeah, I think it's time, we just want to get back, and we're feeling much more comfortable now that there's not going to be damage to any of the properties.
I took computers and jewelry and pictures and things like that and forgot the clothes, forgot toothbrush.
Already this morning, they've been doing a number of helicopter drops out here. You can see that helicopter. They've been doing a number of runs, just dropping it on most of the high areas up here on Granite Mountain. They say they have about 600 firefighters that are out here. When people might be let back into their homes, we got a big briefing yesterday. There wasn't an answer for it then. There really isn't an answer for it now. They're saying they're just going to keep reevaluating. There's no timetable of letting people back in. Still 0% contained, 6,300 acres. Dan?
It's still a very massive effort on the ground and in the air. Thank you for that update. The Doce fire, it's really split the Prescott area into two categories. The folks who are preparing to evacuate and those who have already been evacuated. We caught up with one woman who spent the night at Yavapai College. That's where the Red Cross set up a shelter.
It was a very nice experience because everybody was so kind to us.
That's Frances, and she is now just waiting for an update on the life that she left behind. Nick just told us a lot of folks waiting. For now, she and the other evacuees, they'll stay there. They've got food. They've got a place to stay. They're given some items of comfort, some kits as they check in. Something so small, pretty ordinary. You'd be surprised, though, how quickly it becomes extraordinary.
This one lady said, "This is all I have." And I said, "Honey, you don't know that. Your house still may be there." But in her mind, she feels like this is all she has, this and her Red Cross blanket. So it means an awful lot to these folks.
There are those on standby, too, like Sandy McDowell. She has a plan in place to get her family to safety. It includes a unique challenge of caring for her 3 horses.
You just have to make a few decisions on your animals, and your family's the most important thing. Everything else you'll miss. Don't get me wrong on that. It would be a tragedy to lose it, but most tragedies you just have to overcome.
There are dozens of stories like this one in that area. We also caught up with a woman who just moved to Prescott 7 days ago. She's been evacuated once, allowed to go home, then she had to leave again. We want to see your pictures. Please keep sending them to us. They've been flooding in. Share at abc15.com. There's a slideshow up on our website right now. Incredible pictures from you, the viewer, of the flames, of the effort to put those flames out. Our team is in that area, still getting those latest updates for you. Be sure to download our mobile app as well for the latest developments, and you can follow us on Twitter and Facebook too.